all the pieces were there that it was a very concerning environment. And we felt it's important to get the word out in this that we could have a lot of people impacted by severe weather, on that Monday timeframe. And so it seemed prudent, definitely at that time frame, to make sure that we got the messaging out early. When we got closer to the event, we started having some issues develop with it. So one was when we were looking at that guidance farther out, there was no precipitation whatsoever, really out there in the warm sector. But then the other piece is when that squall line came through with the front, it was going to pack quite a punch. When we got closer, we ended up with a bunch of storms that developed, ate up all the instability that the storm could utilize. And we did end up with strong winds along the front. We ended up with, I think I looked this morning, we're close to 500 wind reports. And so the wind side really wasn't that far off. The tornado side definitely was. And that was because we had all the storms that ate up the instability. There were too many of them interacting with one another to really, take advantage of the environment. So really that piece of it, the tornado forecast didn't really work out quite the way that it was looking like it would 2 and 3 days out.
Was it uncommon or was it just taking the center stage because maybe the areas it was covering and they're, high population areas, so people are talking about them?
Well, I think this is one piece that we need to look at the communication side because we had a 15% hatched area or intensity level 1 for tornadoes, which in the new system is an enhanced risk. So really, this whole time we were forecasting wind moderate, tornado enhanced. And so we were never saying that tornado was the primary threat, even though that was what ended up being communicated a lot. Part of that might be because several weeks ago, a 15% intensity level 1 was a moderate risk for tornadoes. That 15% meant something different then. And so that, there's an opportunity there for maybe us to make sure that we communicate that better. That, this was still just an enhanced tornado day, even though we had those 15% probabilities. And that might have contributed somewhat to it. And that's some of the challenges with communicating this new system is that those probabilities are going to be a little bit higher. All of us are really trying to readjust to what the new categorical to probabilistic scale looks like.